Hi and welcome everyone in this new tutorial. I'm Dino Lombardi, driver and coach for Grid & Go Sports. Today we are in Germany, precisely at Nürburgring, in Grand-Prix best WEC layout with the McLaren 720 GT3. So let's start the lap. First corner here. In the downhill, the braking is in the downhill, so we start braking between the first and the second brake marker, or at the end of this semi corner here on the left. If you see the white line became straight here, this is the right point to start braking. This is a quite aggressive braking, but because of the downhill, it's really important to move the weight on the front more slowly, so the braking is progressively. Here, when you start turning towards the inside, we need to aim this obstacle. We need to pass very close to, like this, and then after we pass the obstacle, we go on throttle, and then from this point, instead to open up the steering wheel, we need to continue to turning towards the right, because we need to prepare early the second corner, like this. Then when we reach the maximum right side of the track, here we start turning towards the next apex. We lift the throttle, very slightly force on the brake for extra rotating on the front. Then here when we reach the apex, we go on throttle. Be careful when you go on throttle here, especially with the McLaren, because it's really easy to lose the rear and take off track on the outside. So I short shifting in the third gear here for a better rear management. And then next corner, I prefer to go in early and try to use less steering angle possible for during the braking, so the car is also much more stable if you braking like this and not go for a wide line in the entry. And then we turning around the curb here, try to go close to the off track on the inside. We need to sacrifice this exit, and we have the car, as you can see, on the left side of the track, because we need to have a better exit for the next corner, because it's more important than this one. Then change of direction. When you go towards the right, we lift the throttle just a little bit. Another short shifting in the third gear here for always for a better handling, better management of the rear, especially with the McLaren. Then open the steering wheel. Here we can go very outside of the track, like this. The important thing is when you arrive at this point, we need to stay with almost one tires on the track for avoid the off track. Here we start braking just after the last cone. It's a quite fast corner, this one. There is also banking, so we go in early here towards the inside, and then go on throttle in the middle of the corner onwards. In the exit, only one thing here is to don't go too much wide, because the next corner is very close. Then here we need to pay more attention on the brake, because we start braking with the car when the car is not straight, so it's really easy to lose the balance of the car, the stability of the car. Then very gentle on the brake, especially from this point onwards. Then turning around the curb, go on throttle and use all the space in the exit. Go down here, we arrive at the hairpin, we put 2 left tires on this curb. Just after this curb starts, we start braking. This is a double apex corner, so first apex here, we go deep in the middle of the corner. We have the slowest speed in the middle of the corner. Then we need to wait a little bit that the car need to rotate, and then we go on throttle. Second apex here, open the steering wheel and use all the space. Schumacher chicane, we go on top of this curb and then we go for a full throttle chicane. Turning around the curb, don't cut inside because the curb is too high for the GT3's car. Then here instead we can go inside on the curb. Here we put 2 tires on the outside. After the 100 meters brake marker, we start braking. Hard braking, aggressively braking for a very short time, and then we need to release the brake quickly, go in fast, cut inside here as much as possible, go on throttle early because we need to rotate the car in the second part of this corner with the throttle, like this. In the exit it's important to avoid the outside line, the wider line here, because the next corner is close. So we need to prepare a little bit early the next corner, because we need to aim this white line before the corner entry, like this. Hit the white line, hit just a little bit the brake, wait the rotation of the car rotate, and then when we reach the apex, the curb, we go on throttle and use all the space in the exit. Full throttle here until the last chicane. Here we put 2 tires on the outside, and when we arrive close to the 50 meters brake marker, we start braking. Hard braking for a few meters. Then when you start turning, it's really important to release the brake as soon as you can, very quickly, because we need to have the car, especially on the front, very agile for this chicane. It's a very fast chicane, so the car need to be very fast, especially in the change of direction, like this. And another important thing for this chicane is learn the off-track limits, because we need to use all the space possible here, like this. Very aggressive on when you go on the right, very aggressive, like this. Then we go on top of this curb. We keep this line almost at the end. We brake here, late apex for the last corner. So we wait before turning, and then after the start of the pit wall here, after we go on throttle, open the steering wheel and use all the space in the exit. And that's it, guys. This is the finish line. The tutorial ends here. Enjoy and see you next time. Bye.